Welcome back to the Pioneer Sports Report. If you're just joining us, we just talked with the men's hockey club, Jake Lipke and Tony Schultz, but right now we're joined by two cross-country members, both who had great seasons, headed to nationals. We have Anthony Swim and Danielle Kunkel. Is that how you pronounce your last name? Kunkel. Thank you guys for joining us. To start off, what brought you guys to Platteville and what are your majors?
You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. I came here because my friend came here, and I thought I was going to be an engineer also. And then, well, that didn't happen, but then I joined cross country because I thought it'd just be fun. I don't know.
Well, I kind of live in the area, so I just, decided to go to Platteville. It's like whatever. And then my major is psychology. I was actually originally going to do like civil engineering because I kind of want to be an architect, but I thought psychology was my calling, and I'm minoring in art because I really like art. But I joined the cross-country team because I love to run. I think it's fun. So, yeah.
How long have both of you been training for now? Does it go back to high school? Did you guys run in grade school? We can start off with you, Anthony.
I started my junior year of high school, and I've been running ever since. I mean, there's a couple breaks here and there, but not many.
How about for you?
I started like my freshman year of high school.
So would you guys say running's kind of a passion for both of you? I mean, for cross country, that's a lot of work and a lot of training. How do you guys handle that, the intense training with school?
It's definitely a lot of work. I mean, every day it's at least 3-hour practices. Time management definitely becomes a factor. I mean, if you're not on top of your schoolwork, you kind of get behind really fast.
Yeah, I agree with him. Like, I don't know, I feel like my schedule would be crazy though without cross country. It kind of like keeps everything organized to me. I don't know.
What actually makes you guys keep running? Is there anything that you actually like think about while you're running in a track event or whatever it is?
Like during a race?
Yeah.
Man, all I'm really thinking about is how bad I want to win, how bad I want to beat everybody, and it doesn't matter how I feel. I just want to win.
Anything you think about in particular?
Well, I mean, like, I don't really think about anything except for like I need to pass that person in front of me, and like sometimes like in the middle of a race it gets really hard where you just like you want to stop or you want to like just slow down, but you're like, I don't know, just like the mental hardiness of it's kind of like you just like want to keep going and you want to beat everyone. It's kind of cool when you jump back into it. So yeah.
Now, Anthony, you're a senior this year on the cross-country team. Can you tell me a little bit about the leadership role you have and how much you think the younger classmen especially look up to you, especially after the great season you've had this year?
Well, coming in, I didn't really know what I was doing, but throughout the season, things kind of started to fall into place, and I don't know. I just feel like you all right, Danielle? Oh, I feel like I'm not leading everybody so much as everybody's supporting each other, and we're not letting each other down through the season.
All right, I gotta ask you now. Your picture popped up. What made you go with that hairstyle?
Well, it actually goes back to last year. It goes back to last year. During track, we started looking at other teams in the conference, their photos, and Stevens Point, some of their guys' teams on the track, some of their guys' individual photos were pretty goofy. So then we decided we can't be outdone in our own conference, so we started cutting our hair
I like it. You look good
as dumb as we could.
Danielle, what do you think of his hair?
It's great.
That was a summer-long effort.
So it was more of an intimidation factor.
Sure.
But getting back to cross country, Danielle, you had a great season this year, only as a sophomore. Can you tell me a little bit about kind of what inspired you and just overall how you feel about the season?
Well, I started off same as him. I didn't really know what was going to happen or how I was going to do, but like I was really determined to do well. Like I seriously ran all summer, and I don't know, I was just really motivated because I just really wanted to make it to nationals and prove to everyone, like, hey, here I am. Watch out.
Now, what are you guys doing to prepare for nationals? When do you guys head out?
We leave this Friday, and pretty much the workouts all week are just going to stay the same with a little less volume and probably more intensity. But on Friday there'll be a banquet that we have to go to, which is actually kind of fun. But then the race on Saturday.
You guys have both done really, really great so far, accomplished a lot of things. How has the experience been for you, and how have you been able to just simply do so well?
I know for myself, I've been working for this for 4 years. I'm not a sophomore like Danielle, but it's just been amazing. I know I keep trying, I try to have a level head and not blow things out of proportion, so I maintain consistency.
And you being a sophomore, Danielle, how's the experience been?
It's pretty sweet. It's awesome. I don't know, it's just really great. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it.
Is there a lot that you think you can add on for the next 2 years ahead of you, especially after the season you had?
Well, I'm hoping to be an All-American even this year. If I don't do it this year, I'm definitely going to do it next year for sure. So, yeah, that's my goal.
For both of you, what would you say makes you a better runner than others?
For me, I know it's just this season especially has been just my willingness to put myself in uncomfortable situations during races and just gutting it out.
Yeah, me too. And just have fun with it. I like to have fun when I'm racing.
Well, we wish you guys both the best of luck this week at Nationals, and we hope you both come back with the win. Stay tuned, because when we come back on the Pioneer Sports Report, we're going to catch up with Coach Megan Wilson as she previews the Pioneer women's basketball season. Stay tuned. And welcome back to the Pioneer Sports Report. If you're just joining us now, we just talked with cross country, 2 heading to national, and before that we spoke with the men's hockey club talking about their season. Seeing how winter sports are over, fall sports, are over, we're heading now into winter. Let's talk a little bit about basketball.
Yeah, so far men's and women's league going to be starting up here on the 15th of November. The women will start at 6 o'clock against Milliken, and the men play Luther right after, at the conclusion of that game, roughly at 8 o'clock. It's going to be exciting. You know, the women's team comes in, a young team. Megan Wilson's in her 2nd season. She's looking to, you know, kind of take the next step with this young crew that she has. You know, a lot of returning sophomores, juniors that they got on the team. Only 2 seniors this year, one of which is a walk-on.
And Jordan, you had a chance to catch up with Coach Wilson during practice earlier this week. Let's see what she had to say.
For the Pioneer Sports Report, I'm Jordan Hahn. We're standing in Williams Fieldhouse, and I'm here with women's basketball coach Megan Wilson. And Coach Wilson, it's in your 2nd season now, and how has the 1st season went for you?
You know, it went all right. Obviously, had a little bit higher of expectations. Wish, you know, that wins would have been a little bit higher than what it ended up being. But, you know, that first year is always, you're not sure what to expect, and you don't want to ruffle too many feathers when you come in. So we just kind of changed a few things, and I think I'll be able to change even more this year, hopefully.
What do you see as your toughest challenge going into this season?
We're really young. We have juniors that have a lot of game experience, but we have 2 seniors right now, one of whom tried out for our team and made the team, a dual sport athlete. So we're young, and we just need to be able to compete with those teams that have lots of seniors and juniors and upperclassmen.
So what are your expectations for this season?
You know, I expect us to compete. Obviously, you know, those preseason picks are out. We're picked to finish 9th in the conference out of 9 teams. So right now there's not a lot of expectations out there for us, a lot of doubters, but I think we're better than that. I think we're much better than 9th place in the WIAC, and hopefully come in, work hard every day, and surprise some people.
Talk about what your assistant coaches bring to this program, and Lisa Naderman and Andy Bush.
They're fantastic. I couldn't do things day to day without both of them. Lisa's been doing a great job helping with recruiting stuff, just getting out on the road more, getting in touch with more student athletes, trying to draw up some interest in UW Platteville women's basketball. And Coach Bush, you know, he helps with recruiting. He's also great with his X's and O's, helps a lot with our scouting reports with other teams. So both of them do a fantastic job for me, and I'm really glad to have them on my staff.
There are times you're going to have to face adversity. How do you as a coach deal with adversity, and how do you tell your players to deal with the tough situations?
You know, it's hard for anybody to deal with adversity. I think I'm a little better off. I can see the big picture, and I think we struggled with that a lot last year. You know, I'm looking at building a program and turning a program around, and I'm looking 2-3 years down the road. And, you know, we had a great addition of a freshman class this year, some transfer kids that are going to help us. So I deal with it a little bit better than them, but I just got to remind them that, you know, every day is a new day, and every time you step out on the court, you know, it's a new opportunity. So, you know, why would we keep score if the stats told the story? So they can compete with anybody in this league, and I truly believe that.
You got 2 seniors on the team, one of which is a walk-on in Jordan Johnson, and then you have Ashley Mulholland, who's been here 3 years, going to be her 4th year here. Talk about the leadership that Ashley Mulholland brings along with Jordan Johnson.
You know, Ash has been around the program. She's a hard worker. She knows what it takes to be, you know, a successful student athlete here. So I think she's a great leader in that aspect. Unfortunately for us, she's been out with an injury so far this year. So hopefully we look for a little bit more court leadership once she gets back from being injured.
November 19th and 20th, you guys have the Gabe Miller Classic. Talk about that and being able to share that with the men's program.
Yeah, you know, it's a great opportunity for us to bring in some local teams. Hopefully we'll have some good competition to prepare us for that WIAC season, because you know that's going to be a grueling one. So we got to prepare ourselves by playing tough non-conference opponents. We've seen Loris last year in a scrimmage. We played UD and lost to them by 5, so I think that'll be a great starting step for our season.
Well, Coach Wilson, wish you the best of luck in the 2011-2012 season.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
From Williams Fieldhouse, I'm Jordan Hahn.
Well, Jordan, like you said, it sounds like they are looking to a good season. As you mentioned before, the women's basketball team kicks off their season November 15th at 6 p.m. on Bo Ryan Court. This was, however, our last show for this semester, so we'll be joining you again next semester with all your winter catch-ups and your spring sports. So until then, here's your upcoming events. Thanks for watching.